Yo, stop everything. Because Remy Ma just lost it. And when I say lost it, I mean full on. Toss the wig, flip the table. Where is she? Kind of energy, all aimed at Claressa Shields, who apparently told her circle, and I quote, "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Excuse me? Hold up. Wasn't Claressa just cozy with him at her birthday celebration, talking about babies and picking out ring sizes like they were starring in a TLC reality show? And didn't Remy just throw a $5,000 cake across the room over this exact same drama? Oh, but you thought it was over? No. It's just beginning, and the tea is scalding. Why is Claressa flaunting Papoose like she didn't just snatch him away from Remy on a live stream? Is this a publicity stunt, or is she really flexing her championship belt on Remy's relationship? And how did Remy react when she heard those words? Because sources say she didn't just snap back, she showed up. This isn't just celebrity gossip, it's a full-on love triangle cage match, and honey, somebody's about to tap out. Grab your popcorn, we're breaking it all down right now. Let's start with a hard truth. Papoose was never prepared for this level of madness. We've seen cheating scandals, messy breakups, and social media meltdowns. But this is top-tier, front-row, popcorn-spilling drama. And the best, or worst part? It all began with one bold, shocking sentence from Claressa Shields herself. "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Excuse me? Run that back. The woman who just last month was celebrating her birthday with him, holding hands, clinking glasses, and whispering about babies, now boldly claims she's back in bed with Remy Ma's man. Publicly, without a care in the world? It's giving reckless. It's giving petty. It's giving, "I said what I said, now come fight me." Let's not forget, Remy Ma and Papoose were that couple. Prison loyalty, mixtape romance. I'll wait 10 years for you, kind of love. And Claressa? She strolled into their situation with a championship belt and a smirk. And now she's claiming round 2? No, ma'am. Flashback to 2 months ago. Papoose and Claressa were spotted at the gym, matching in Nike tracksuits like they were trying out for a couple's boot camp. Everyone thought it was innocent. Oh, they're just working together. He's helping with her brand. Please. Nobody's buying that story anymore. What started with protein shakes and training sessions allegedly turned into pillow talk and overnight visits. And still, Remy tried to play it cool. She unfollowed them both. She tweeted that one cryptic message, "The ones closest to you hurt you the most," and moved on. But baby, the disrespect has layers. And when Claressa casually mentioned that statement at a private brunch in Atlanta, it was the last straw. Let's set the scene. A quiet Sunday. A trendy rooftop, mimosas flowing. Atlanta influencers laughing through their veneers. Industry girls snapping selfies in between bites of avocado toast. And there she was, Claressa Shields, sipping champagne in a lavender jumpsuit, box braids swaying, looking radiant. Then someone casually asks, "So what's going on with you and Pap?" And without skipping a beat, she leans back, flashes that signature smile, and says it, "Oh, I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Silence. Complete silence. Forks clattered. One girl allegedly choked on her crab cake. Phones started buzzing right away. Within 2 hours, that quote was circulating through group chats from New York to LA. By sundown, it had hit 3 different anonymous gossip pages. And by midnight, Remy Ma's name was trending. Because Remy may be quiet, but she's never passive. According to an insider who spoke exclusively to our source, let's call her Bree with the bad bangs, Remy had been suspicious for weeks. But this wasn't just suspicion, it was confirmation. The moment she saw that quote, she didn't head to her therapist. She went straight to the airport. Our sources say Remy boarded the next flight to Atlanta. Black hoodie, no glam. Just her cousin Tone, her assistant Monique, and something wrapped in a silk scarf inside her bag. Allegedly a wig. We don't know for sure. But what we do know is she was moving with intent. And here's where it gets even crazier. Papoose was already in Atlanta. Yep, you heard right. Remy flew straight into a city where her husband, her alleged ex, was already checked into a hotel suite with the same woman who had just claimed she was getting physical with him again. It's a triangle only Zeus could unravel. Witnesses say Remy walked into the Intercontinental like she owned it. Security tried to stay cool, but even the bellhop was sweating. A blurry TikTok video later surfaced, showing a woman who appeared to be Remy pacing in the hotel lobby, phone in hand, mouthing what looked like, "Where is she?" And if you thought that was dramatic, Wait for this. Just as Remy entered the elevator, another source claims Claressa was already on her way up. That's right, both women. Same hotel, same floor. At the same time. The tension? It was so thick you could cut it with a lace front. Now, let's rewind the timeline a bit, because this wasn't some random, oops, I'm in your city moment. Number This has been building since before the birthday party. Since the first time Papoose and Claressa were seen courtside at a boxing match, without Remy. Since the accidental Instagram live where Claressa called Pap babe and quickly corrected it to, I meant bro. Right, sure you did. Meanwhile, Papoose has kept quiet. No posts, no tweets. Not even a passive-aggressive lyric. For him, that's basically an admission, and behind the scenes, it's getting worse. Rumors are circulating about supposed text exchanges between Claressa and Papoose, some allegedly involving hotel reservations, private training sessions, and a playlist titled Late Night Rounds. If that's not shady, we don't know what is. As for Remy, she's had enough. Sources close to her claim she's done playing wife while Claressa plays house. And if the confrontation in the suite went down like witnesses have described, buckle up, because what happened next makes that brunch remark look like a whisper. Remy didn't show up to talk. She came to handle business, and when she walked into that suite, where Papoose and Claressa were reportedly in conversation, possibly in a compromising position, the stage was set. No security, no pretense. No, hey, can we step outside? This was face-to-face, raw emotion. And depending on who you ask, it ended with shouting, crying, door slamming, and one very rattled hotel manager. But to truly break down what went down inside that suite, the leaks, the aftermath, and how the public absorbed all the messy details. Let's go deeper. Remember where we left off. Remy Ma, dressed in all black, just stepped inside a high-end Atlanta hotel suite where her husband, maybe estranged, maybe emotionally distant, and Claressa Shields were allegedly in the middle of something. What happened next? Oh, we've got the scoop. According to a staff member who wishes to remain anonymous, let's call her Keishia with the clipboard. The moment Remy walked in, she didn't scream. She didn't yell. Number. She stood there, calm as ever, and asked, "Is this what we're doing now, Pap?" Y'all. If there's ever a line that makes your stomach drop, that's it. Quiet. Director. The kind of tone that suggests she already knows the truth but is giving one last chance to lie. And how did Papoose respond? He reportedly stood up, speechless, caught between two women like it was a scene straight out of a BT miniseries. Meanwhile, Claressa supposedly stayed seated, smiling, drinking from a hotel water bottle like she was watching a rerun of Love and Hip Hop Revenge Edition. Then Remy Ma walked over to her, leaned in and said, "Say that brunch quote to my face." Boom! That's when the room erupted. Shouting, accusations. Someone allegedly threw a pillow. Sources claim the only reason it didn't turn into an all-out brawl was because Papoose got between them, just barely, and begged them both to calm down. But here's where things take a sharp turn. While all this was going on inside the suite, a hotel guest across the hall started recording. And within 30 minutes, a muffled video surfaced online. Grainy, audio only, but clear enough to hear Remy yelling, "You want to get physical with my man? Let's get physical right now." That leak hit Twitter like a wrecking ball. The hashtag started trending instantly. Remy vs Claressa, Papoose caught slipping, and our personal favorite, not Remy in all black. Like it's a revenge mission. Now let's talk about the public reaction. One ex-user writes, "Remy Ma really pulled up like she was about to record a diss track and a boxing match in the same night. Iconic." Another tweets, "Claressa Shields might be a world champ, but I've seen Remy on stage at Summer Jam. She doesn't lose battles." Meanwhile, fans are divided. Team Remy is furious. They say she gave Papoose her prime years, supported him through his mixtape mystery era, and doesn't deserve to be blindsided by a woman who was once just a training partner. On the other hand, Team Claressa is eating this up. One Claressa fan account posts, "Remy had years to keep her man happy. Claressa saw a gap in defense and took the shot. Simple as that. Oop." But the drama doesn't end there. Because soon after the confrontation, someone, and we won't say who, but her name rhymes with Claressa, leaks screenshots of a very interesting group chat. In those messages, Claressa casually mentions she and Papoose have been connecting spiritually and physically for weeks now. She even jokes, "Boxing isn't the only thing I'm training him in." The audacity. Remy's team quickly claps back with a series of pointed, cryptic IG stories. Black backgrounds, white text, all lowercase. One post simply reads, "When loyalty doesn't live here anymore." Another, "It's always the ones you fed." And the third, a boomerang of her lacing up a pair of black Tims with the song "Lean Back" playing faintly in the background. Message received. Meanwhile, Papoose, radio silent. No posts, no press statements, no freestyle. And the silence is loud. Fans start calling him out for being the human equivalent of a slippery DM, always just barely escaping accountability. And then, just when it seemed like the scandal had reached its peak, a second video leaks. This one shows the hotel hallway, a grainy shot of Remy walking out of the suite, visibly emotional, being followed by her cousin Tone, who's shouting, "Nah, we're not doing this again, Rem." The internet collectively loses it. People start speculating, did this happen before? Is Claressa the reason Remy and Pap split in the first place? One TikTok investigator does a side-by-side breakdown of Remy's recent lyrics, pointing out lines that supposedly hint at betrayal. Another account goes viral showing Claressa wearing the same hoodie Papoose wore in her Instagram story 3 weeks before the party. Oh, but we're not done yet, because the fallout doesn't end with just messy videos and shady posts. Nope. According to industry insiders, Remy's legal team is now exploring options. That's right. Word is, Remy is consulting lawyers about a potential defamation lawsuit, or worse, a breach of contract. Because apparently, she and Papoose had a no public embarrassment clause in a brand deal they signed last year. And this is public, messy, and monetizable. Let's not forget, Remy and Papoose were still technically appearing together for endorsements, including a couple's skincare line, a podcast teaser, and a Valentine's Day his and hers shoe collab. Now, sponsors are allegedly pulling out, or waiting to see who's telling the truth. Oh, and here's a spicy bonus. A voice note surfaces, allegedly Claressa again, saying she's mad because she lost. She had the man, the attention, and the devotion. But all she kept was the attention. I ended up with the man. Boom. Mic drop. As this scandal intensifies, fans, bloggers, and even verified celebrities are weighing in. Cardi B likes a shady tweet. Fat Joe drops 3 side-eye emojis under a gossip blog post. Even Funkmaster Flex reposts a clip of the leaked audio with the caption, "Somebody get in the booth and turn this into a diss track ASAP." The whole hip-hop world is watching. Commentators are wondering whether this is a full breakup, a PR stunt gone wrong, or the first chapter in an ugly custody battle for their shared fans. And just when you think it can't escalate further, rumors surface about a hidden camera in the suite. Yep. One anonymous source claims everything was recorded on a private security cam and that Remy may have the footage. What's she going to do with it? No one knows. But considering how strategic her team has been lately, we wouldn't be shocked if a documentary drops next month titled Remy vs. the World. Amid all of this, Claressa, completely unbothered. She continues posting training clips, motivational quotes, and cryptic captions like, "I punch harder when I'm inspired." Petty? Definitely. But also, kind of iconic. As the internet divides into factions, with timelines filling up with theories, edits, memes, and breakdowns, one thing is clear. This is no longer just a petty love triangle. This is a cultural moment. But what does this mean for Remy Ma's future? Can Papoose bounce back from the backlash? And is Claressa really planning to move in with him? Yeah, that's coming up next. Because you won't believe what happened the morning after. Let's talk about the morning after. Remy Ma had just left that Atlanta hotel suite after confronting her husband and Claressa Shields in an intense, tension-filled showdown that had social media spinning like a turntable at Hot 97. While fans were still processing the audio leaks and blurry hotel footage, Remy wasted no time making her next move. That move? A phone call. Not to a therapist, not to a publicist, but allegedly to a reality TV producer. Yes, Sis is turning this heartbreak into high ratings. According to sources close to production, Remy's team pitched a limited docuseries called Unbothered Until I Wasn't. The Remy Ma story. A raw, unscripted dive into betrayal, loyalty, and learning to let people embarrass themselves. But that's not even the wildest part. As Remy's team gears up for cameras and contracts, Papoose finally decides to speak. But instead of a public statement, press conference, or even a freestyle, he drops a black and white video on Instagram. It's moody. It features a soft piano instrumental, And all he says is, sometimes people change. And sometimes they just reveal who they've been all along. No names, no tags. But everyone knew exactly who he meant. The comment section? A mess. Is this about Remy or Claressa? Not him quoting Pinterest during a cheating scandal. Just blink twice if she cooked better than Remy. While the internet laughed, Remy didn't. Her team responded the next day with a stop, yes, an actual legal document, sent to both Papoose and Claressa, citing defamation, image rights violations, and, get this, unauthorized use of emotional labor. Legal jargon? Yes. But the message was clear. Stop using her heartbreak as your promo. Meanwhile, Claressa, she doubles down. She posts a video from the same gym where she and Papoose were allegedly training, and doing who knows what else. Working the bag in slow motion, captioned, "Don't worry about what's in my corner, worry about what's coming out of it." Then she smiles directly into the camera, not just a little smirk. A full-blown, I just won this round grin. Petty level, championship belt. But it doesn't stop there. Suddenly, sponsors start backing out of deals. Remember that couple's skincare line Papoose and Remy were promoting? Canceled. The Black Love and Lyrics podcast? On indefinite hold. The joint appearance at an upcoming hip-hop awards show? Wiped from the press release overnight. With endorsements disappearing, Remy's brand manager allegedly suggests she release a public letter. You know, the kind where celebs do that whole, "I've learned so much, I'm focusing on healing, I wish them the best" routine. But instead of a letter, Remy drops a freestyle. A full track, posted at midnight, titled, "Take the Gloves Off." And the lyrics? Whoa. You training with my man? I've been sparring with the truth. You punch bags, I punch lines. That's the real proof. You think you got the crown? Baby, that's a phase. I gave him 10 summers, you gave him protein shakes. Boom. The internet loses its mind. Remy trends for the third day in a row. Fans say the freestyle goes harder than most of her recent album. Even Nicki Minaj sneak-likes a fan tweet that says, "Now this is the Remy I miss." While Remy is delivering verbal uppercuts, Claressa, she books an interview. That's right, full face beat, designer outfit, the works. With none other than Wendy Williams, in her first unofficial, post-hiatus digital return. The interview drops on YouTube and immediately hits 1 million views. Claressa sips tea, literally, and tells Wendy, "I didn't steal anybody's man. He came to me. If you leave your keys in the car, don't be mad when someone drives off." You could almost hear the eye roll from Remy's house. Wendy, never one to hold back, follows up with, "So are you two together now, or was it just physical?" Claressa responds, "We're exploring our connection, that's all I'll say." Meanwhile, back on Papoose's page, silence. A single post of his daughter drawing a picture of a broken heart and sunshine. The caption, "Kids know everything. Sir, please." But as the saga continues, fans notice something odd. A few online detectives start digging into Claressa's timeline and find a post from 4 months ago, taken inside a house with a very distinct mirror. The same mirror shows up in the background of one of Papoose's old IG lives from 2022. People start connecting the dots. Was this affair going on longer than anyone thought? Did Claressa and Pap have something before the birthday party drama? Was the brunch bombshell just a cover for a secret relationship? Then someone drops an alleged voice memo from a private source. Remy crying to a friend saying, "I gave that man everything, loyalty, years, my whole life." And he handed it to a boxer like it was nothing. Fans are heartbroken. Even some Claressa stans start to backpedal. But then, plot twist. Out of nowhere, a former assistant of Papoose leaks a contract. Yup, a full document, handwritten and signed by Papoose, titled Agreement of Publicity Partnership with Claressa Shields. What's inside? Allegedly, it was all planned. Scheduled paparazzi appearances, intimate photos to leak, fake gym stories, even a clause about a controlled love triangle narrative for buzz. So wait, you're telling me this whole thing might have been scripted, manufactured drama to boost followers, brand engagement, and roll out a joint podcast called Punchlines and Promises? If that's true, then Remy wasn't just betrayed. She was used. And let's just say, if the Bronx legend finds out she was played like a pawn in a PR stunt, someone's going to need witness protection. But whether it's real, fake, or a twisted mix of both, one thing's clear. This saga owns the internet right now. As fans continue to speculate, cancel, defend, and drag, everyone's eyes are on Remy Ma's next move. Is she truly done with Papoose? Is she suing Claressa? Or is she about to turn this betrayal into $1 million comeback? One thing's for sure, no one's walking away from this untouched. Woo, I mean, what did we just witness? A cheating scandal? A PR heist? A hip-hop boxing match with no gloves or rules? From hotel suites to leaked audio to mysterious contracts and full-on lyrical warfare, this situation just keeps spiraling. And let's be real, nobody expected Claressa Shields to come for Remy Ma like that. And Papoose? The man really went from Black Love ambassador to the human version of a confused shrug. But the real question is, what happens next? Is Remy about to drop more diss tracks? Will Claressa and Papoose go fully public and become the next toxic couple of the culture? Or is the leaked contract proof that everything we've witnessed is just one big, messy, master-planned love hoax? We want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Team Remy or Team Claressa? Was this betrayal real or a brilliant PR stunt gone off the rails? And more importantly, would you forgive someone who accidentally fell into a full relationship with a champion boxer? If you're still breathing after all this drama, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for the latest exclusives, and turn on notifications because this saga, oh baby, it's far from over. And you already know, if it's messy, scandalous, and possibly illegal, we're spilling it right here on Pop Culture Tea. Until next time, stay nosy.